What up?
DJ J-Rock.
How y'all feeling on this beautiful Tuesday evening? I'm your host,
DJ J-Rock.
Want to welcome you back for another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. So tonight, we're going to get real. We're going to have some conversation about new gear and why you mad. Why you really mad? So the phone lines are open. 443-233-0801. Feel free to call in. We live on YouTube and Twitch, and of course Facebook. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the proceedings this evening. How y'all feeling? First off, shout out to my folks that's on. Shout out to my homie Brandon. Shout out to DJ B Love. Shout out to DJ Rob Production. Checking in from YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, the comments are open. Feel free to hit up the comments. Feel free to hit up the phone line. And we're going to get into it. So this is the Everyday DJ Podcast. And tonight, the topic is, they got new gear. Why are you so damn mad? I know it's so much gear comes out. I know it's a pandemic. I know everybody's trying to make ends meet. And at the end of the day, people can do what they want, right? So they got new gear. Why you mad? My homie, DJ Donna Blend says he is sick of new gear. Me too, man. I'm not buying nothing. So invest in your business. That's why some of us and some of you have new gear. You plan for success and you invest in the tool set that you believe will help you be successful in your business endeavors. You know, and you got to realize that all DJs, all DJ companies, people in general, everybody got different mindsets, different goals. Some people dream super big. Some people dream in black and white. Shit, I dream in 3D. And so part of buying new gear and planning for success is so that you could be ready when failures happen. You know, failures will happen, especially when it comes to technology, especially when it comes to plans. Sometimes stuff don't go the way you want. So when you plan for success, you're ready for anything. Investing in your business, investing in the technology, you know what it takes for you to run your business. For example, you might be a DJ. You might be a DJ that does event production. You might just be somebody who play music and do it for fun. And so your level of investment is going to be directly proportional to how serious you take your business, you take your art, and you take your craft. You know, it's up to you to decide. It's not the guys and the girls on Facebook. It's not the folks in the group over there that think they know everything, or the folks in that group that think they know everything, the folks in that group that say they do it wrong. You know, none of that matters. You know your market, you know your demographic, you know your budget, your wallet, your expenses. So only you can really answer these questions and be prepared. And so with technology, my team, we have what we call a refresh cycle. We refresh technology every 2 to 3 years. Not saying that the technology could die in that time period. It could die the next day for real. But we refresh every 2 to 3 years because we use it a lot from the lab to gigs. And so we don't want to be at an event with a Pioneer DDJ SX original one that came out 7 years ago and it died on this particular gig. Issues like that can be prevented by planning and having a refresh cycle. Of course, you know, my refresh cycle doesn't have to match yours. You know, you do what's best for your business, what's best for your budget. While you're investing in the technology, while you're investing in the tools, you want to make sure you invest in yourself. You want to make sure that while after you done spent that money on that new controller or those new speakers, you're taking the time to research how to use it. I get a couple of types of phone calls. I get the phone call, J-Rock, what should I buy? Who should I buy it from? Or J-Rock, I just got this. How do I use it? And so with that being said, you know, you want to take the time to research what you're buying, why you're buying it. And the reason I buy stuff may be different from the reason you buy it. And so you go buy it and it may not, you may be like, what? This is useless. I don't need a cloud lifter. Oh, I don't need a gigabit megahertz.com. I don't need 600 of these freaking batteries. I do. And so it's up to you to know your business and know why you're invested in those tools. And while you're invested in the tools, you're invested in the classes, you're invested in the workshops to make sure that, you know, you can really leverage that stuff you just spent all this money on. So now everybody mad because you got the latest Pioneer CDJ 2502 or that Denon 8500, which coming out. Don't nobody know what it is. But, you know, it's up to you. You have to make that investment. Also, you know, we're living in a pandemic. Part of investing in yourself is investing in the proper PPE, the personal protection equipment that you need. Everybody doesn't have the luxury not to do gigs right now. I know a lot of DJs that's still trying to survive in this pandemic. it's tough out here. It is definitely tough out here. Another investment you want to make is in your mental health. Case in point, just this topic, just posting this topic that I came up with 3 weeks ago, talking to my business partner, DJ B Love. We're going over the schedule. I said, all right, on first week, February, this is what we're going to address. I posted the topic. 5 people think it's about them. No, invest in your mental health. Reach out, get the counseling that you need, get the emotional support, the business coaching, get the rest you need so that every little post on Facebook don't push you over the edge and have you one step from being suicidal. And if you're in the DMV area, there's a phone number, 627-LIFE, that you can call. That's a Tidewater Psychiatric Hotline. They're there to assist and help folks. Mental health is real. And in the African American community, there's a stigma surrounding mental health and getting counseling and all that good stuff. Don't do that. Now, DJ Ralph says, when a manufacturer no longer supports the gear, it's time to upgrade. By the time they don't support it, I've already upgraded. Jeez. My homie DJ Be Quiet says he just purchased $10K worth of gear and inventory. He was nervous as hell. And he thinks it's a great thing to have friends who have enough integrity to help you make those good decisions. DJ Be Quiet, feel free to shout those friends out. Let the world know what type of good friends you have. Now, DJ Donna Blend says, word, we need our rest to handle those annoying requests. That's a whole different topic. It's just really important that we take the time to invest in ourselves. At this point, I'm not even talking about gear. I'm talking about removing yourself from the negative energy. If it's people that's on your Facebook, that's constantly, they always bashing you or whatever. Effective tonight, when this podcast is over, do like I'm going to do. Unfriend folks, block folks, leave the situations. Because there's a such thing that's called a drama triangle that's associated with the DJ community, and especially DJ communities on social media. A triangle got 3 points. If you remove yourself from that tip, you're no longer involved in that triangle. So keep it moving. Keep it moving. DJ B Love says, you ain't never lied. Mental health is really important. Mental health is definitely important. Now, I want to remind y'all that the phone lines is open, 443-233-0801. Feel free to call in. Now, as it relates to, make sure I got all my comments. DJ Tony Rome says it's time to relearn, to evolve, and adapt. Yo, everything is different. Everything is different. This so-called new normal that we've been preparing for since 2017. It's crazy. It is crazy. Now, one thing that I feel like interferes with some people's ability, and used to be one of my, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm going to talk about me. Let's be clear. I'm talking about
DJ J Rock.
One thing that used to interfere with me reaching my goals was not minding my business. So busy trying to help this one, trying to be there for that one, trying to do that my goals wasn't a priority. I had to fall back. And 2020 taught me, actually March 2020 taught me that, J-Rock, you know a whole lot of people. I'm going to say it again. 2020 said,
DJ J-Rock.
you know a whole lot of damn people. And of those people you know that you think is your folks that's really, really close with you, that you be there for them when they call all times of night, 2020 taught me that shit was an illusion. It taught me that was an illusion, that I was the resource being drained. And so I decided to take a step back and mind my own business, focus on my goals, make my goals, my tools, my family, my wife and kids, my business the priority. So I stepped back and I stopped participating in Facebook groups and chats and all that stuff for a minute. Certain people I just stopped talking to. And it's like, I focused on me. I focused on my situation. And as a byproduct of that, during a year that's a pandemic, well, I've lost friends and family members, I've been able to, with the help of my wife and my kids by my side, we've been able to achieve some major milestones in business and in our personal lives. All because we stepped back, and me personally,
DJ J-Rock.
I stopped worrying about other people. I stopped being concerned and being involved in the drama and all that stuff. I grew up. I grew up. And as a byproduct of that, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, when you focus on your business and you have the courage and you've been able to control what me and my wife call a lack consciousness, that lack consciousness will cause you to have fear. You'll be afraid to buy a thumb drive. Oh, I can't buy a thumb drive. It's a pandemic. You'll be afraid to buy lotion. I can't buy no lotion. I got to keep my hands ashy because it's a pandemic. You'll be so afraid to invest in your business, in your tools, and in yourself, because you're that lack conscious. Is like, oh man, if I spend this money, I'm not going to make any money back. Or it's a pandemic. What am I going to do if the gigs be slower? It goes back to that whole having a plan slide that I had. It goes back to that slide. You have to get rid of that lack consciousness and really surround yourself with people, even if it's only two people. Two strong, powerhouse people that you're down for and they're equally down for you. Or one, however many number. And just remove yourselves from that whole, them drama triangles. Focus on your goals and your business. The next thing you know, you could potentially see yourself having, oh man, he got this, she got that, da. Then you become the target of some of the hate, but still people gonna hate. But you're reaching your goals. and you're learning new tools. You're being able to keep up with your business goals and your refresh cycles. As a byproduct of that, you won't be at an event with old ass gear that fails. You know, you won't be. I've never been the type of DJ that be mad or have an attitude because somebody else achieved something. As quiet as it's kept, and on my website, I have a link, eventstreamteam.com/gear deals. It's not a day that goes past that I don't help somebody get great deals on the equipment. Some of the stuff is not in my budget, but I be happy for them because they're reaching their goals. They're getting the tools that they want. They got their new line array system. You know, they got their new MacBook Pro. They got their new whatever the ping.com gear is that they want. Now, Cool DJ Dre says, look at your circle, concentrate, evaluate, eliminate. I like that. Now, DJ Irule got me cracking up. DJ Irule says, you buying lotion out here? You rich. Hey, Irule. Bruh. Where the camera at? It's the Suave, bruh. It's the Suave. And I actually took this out of my gig bag. I keep lotion in my gig bag. Can't have ashy hands on the turntables. And then Brandon Trust says, haters will hate, which is true. But if you're focusing on your business goals, some people will take an issue, and that's up to them. But if they mind their business and focus on their business goals, then they won't have the time to be two-faced in chat boxes every time you hop on a Zoom or something. They won't have time for that. And DJ Beloved says, J-Rock, you know me, DJs ought to be organizing in this industry to make sure that the youth can be supported and take over the production and distribution of DJ equipment. That's a project that we actually have and that we're working on. It's creating a platform for young engineers to design, create, and produce DJ, audio, lighting, and video equipment. That's something that we're working on. So that's the platform, Beloved. She says, mental side destroys. Now, there's a couple of things. The great distraction could be another reason why you're so mad. You're not actually mad at the person who just got the new gear. You're mad because you've been so busy being distracted by other people's projects, other people's goals, and other people's shit. You got to call a spade a spade. You've been distracted. Like I'm distracted right now. Let me look at the comments. Matthew says, you helped me with an old VCI 400, still a beast. Facts, bruh, facts. J-Rock, Beloved says, J-Rock, you're not a competitor, you're a collaborator. I say it all the time. Let's not compete. Let's collaborate. Let's move from that competition mindset. And so we be distracted by the next new thing that sometimes somebody can talk to us about an idea or something that they got. The next thing you know, we'll find ourselves spending hours talking to them about their projects and their goals. Those hours turns into days. Those days turn into weeks. Next thing you know, you done spent 6 months working on somebody else's project and they done dropped the ball on it and moved in a different direction. And you're standing there like, damn, I done abandoned ship on what I was working on to help them with their stuff. Now I'm sitting here looking stupid. Or you've been so distracted by, if you don't post in the Facebook group every day, we're gonna start removing members. And it's like, bruh, it's Facebook. It's a free tool. It's not meant to be a distraction. It's meant to be a resource. And that resource is only as good as of a resource as you make it. And it's like, yeah. So the phone lines are open, 443-233-0801. Feel free to call in if you got a question, you got something you want to add to the conversation, or you just want to call in and argue. I'm open to that. I got time today. And so with these distractions, right, I had to learn how to drive slow. I'm talking about
DJ J Rock.
Not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about myself. I'm dropping some insight on how I've myself had to grow over the last year or two. I had to learn how to drive slow. I had to learn how to stop saying yes so quick, or stop being super excited that, oh, all right, cool, I'm gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna go chill. Bam. The next thing you know, it's like you over there, they winning, they being successful. You ask them for help or assistance. Hey, you said you was gonna do XYZ. Man, I'm still waiting for a favor that I asked about 2 years ago. Oh, J Rock, man, I got you. Jeez. And so I've learned how to drive slow and make my default answer be no. My default answer got to be no, or I get back to you. Because I got to step away from that conversation. I got to think about it. And all right, this hour that I'm about to spend, or this 2 hours I'm about to spend, how is that going to be mutually beneficial? Am I going to be assisting this person, or am I going to be a crutch? And here lately, I've been having to ask myself, excuse my language, but is this motherfucker ever there for me when I call? I'm being 100. I gotta keep it I gotta keep it a buck. And oftentimes than not, nah, I get the crickets. Jeez, I get the crickets. Now, my homie Mark Sounds Audio Service says the DJ favor is not different from the normal people favor. They both end up with us doing something by ourselves. Oh, jeez, man. You're right. You're right. My homie Dave says, who be mad because someone else gets something new? Bruh, a lot of people. A lot of people. Now, I have a motto that my wife and business partner brought into my life. That motto is exceed the culture. Now, what does exceed the culture means? Exceed the culture means don't step out there doing something just because you've seen somebody else do it and do it half-ass. Exceed the culture means don't show up to the DJ gig with no microphone, one speaker, and your hard drive barely working. Exceed the culture means take pride in delivering knock your socks off service each and every time. And this is not something that we project on other people. This is rules and a mindset that we follow in-house. In-house. I see the culture don't got nothing to do with none of y'all out there. I see the culture got everything to do with the people over here. So when we say I see the culture, it's a reminder to ourselves not to half step. It's a reminder to ourselves to take each and every gig, each and every opportunity seriously. Do it to the max. Deliver on time and on budget. That way, when you want to buy some new shit, it's not a problem. You can, because you got work lined up, you got your bills paid, you got your staff paid, you done gave people their incentive bonus. You know, life is good. So you can go get those new tools to turn around and use to make more money, exceeding the culture, delivering knock your socks off service every time. Every time. Even on your bad days. Even on your bad days. You have to do that. So, and the thing about gear envy is one of those dumb things that's like toxic for no reason. It's like it's crazy. Cool DJ Dre says haters want a DJ battle. Speaking of that, I don't know if it's just me, but my observation is the most toxic people in the DJ community are people who don't necessarily do DJ shit. You know, it's like they talk the talk, but like DJs I know, they do sets. You know, they do the blend challenges. They show up. You know what I'm saying? They do their 15-minute sets. You know, if they're not retired, they still out gigging. But right now, ain't hardly nobody gigging. But they do DJ stuff. Not just bumping of the gums, but you know they DJ. It's like the most toxic people, from my observation, they can't mix even when using the sync button. But I digress. So The phone lines open. 443-233 0801. The phone lines are open. Let's talk. Yep. So DJ B Love says, let me make sure I didn't miss any comments. Exceed the culture means to rise above the excuses for not being our best, to reflect their best of what DJ culture has created and to add to it. Man, that's why I married her, man. The DJ culture is one of those things that's like, I don't know, it's not the same. It's worse and it's better at the same time. But I do feel like it's a great time to be a DJ. I feel like it's a great time to have a DJ business. Because as this pandemic clear up, the opportunities for people wanting to party are going to skyrocket. People who've never had a party is going to want to throw a party because they've been cooped up in the house, not being able to see their family members. So get ready for those 2023 family reunions. This is my educated guess. 2023, 2024 is going to be back-to-back family reunions. So get ready, get those crates ready. My homie DJ Vapor, what's up, family? He said, man, why you bring up the sync button? It's a tool, man. I just be joking about the sync button. It's only a bad thing if you can't mix without it. But if you're doing 4 decks and all that stuff, I understand. It's like quantize on the production side. Dwayne says 2025. Man, I hope it don't take that long. Sheesh. But in the meantime, if it does take that long, you can book the Power Jam DJs to do a Zoom party for you. Zoom, www.zoom-parties.com. Now, we bought that website like 2 years ago. We've been doing Zoom events for like 2 years now. Check my Facebook memories. We got Donnie Outlaw in the building. Appreciate you. Thanks for being on the check-in. So, now as it relates to your inventory and gear, I say do your research, buy what makes sense to you, not nobody else. Because some people will talk you out of making the investment in yourself just because they don't want you to grow and expand. And that's a fact. B-Love says, hashtag check my memories, receipts. Jeez. Hey, D-Lo talking about team no quantize. That's them funky drums. Yeah, but as it relates to the DJ business, like I was saying, it's definitely a good time to be a DJ. It's a good time right now during this slow season. With the pandemic, it's a good time to practice. It's a good time to work on your crates. It's a good time to show your families love and make that time investment with them, because it's not all about just business. Happy home, happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy life. Yeah. And so just to reiterate real quick, this is the Everyday DJ podcast. So tonight topic was, they got new gear. Why you still damn mad? You mad because you're distracted by hating on other people and not being focused on yourself and making stuff happen, that, you could potentially be blocking your own blessings. And of course, this doesn't go for everybody, just the folks that it applies to. Just the folks. Invest in your business. Plan for success. Be ready for failures. Failure is something that could make or break your DJ business. First dance, wedding, your controller die. What you gonna do? You had the opportunity to update this 6 or 7 year old controller. You chose not to. I'm gonna rock it till the wheels fall off. First dance, it dies. What you gonna do? Make the investments. Have a refresh cycle. Have a backup at a minimum. Invest in yourself. You are your own best tool. Classes, workshops, mental health. All important things. Minding your own business. Don't worry about the folks out there. I got D-Lo and I got B-Love on the line. And they're going to trip when I say this. Don't worry about the so-called competition, because they are just a molecule in your air. Don't worry. Keep it moving. My homie, Millennium Mixing Mel says, keep up the good work. Thanks for the knowledge. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, share the videos, and support. Feel free to buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the video. And if you're up late tonight, I'm doing this challenge. I'm doing a midnight late night just because mix at midnight every night. It's 1 p.m. in China. It's 1 p.m. in China. I had one of my folks in China say, you'll never go live so I can hear you, DJ. So I did it the other night. Their whole office was tuned in, rocking out with me on Twitch. So the entire month of February, in the midnight hour, I'm going live, off the cuff, picking a random genre of music. I'm going to rock out for a whole hour. So far, I've done it like 3 nights in a row. And I'm going to try to do it again tonight at midnight. That's Power Jams DJs on Twitch, Power Jam DJs on YouTube. DJ Beloved says, one of the best ways to support the show and to keep DJ J-Rock motivated, keep sharing the good news, is to share the show. 'Tis free. I fucked that all up, but yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. My name is
DJ J-Rock.
Represent the Power Jam DJs in the Event Stream team. And I just want to remind y'all, man, it is okay. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to not be your 100% best every day. But what is not okay is to punish other people because you're not okay. That's not cool. Show love, show support. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. With that being said, you've been tuned into the Everyday DJ podcast. I'm your host,
DJ J-Rock.
representing Power Jam DJs and the Event Stream team. Live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget, midnight tonight. I'll be back on YouTube and Twitch with another Just Because It's Late Night Mix, 1 p.m. in China. Y'all hit up the comments below. Let me know what genre of music y'all want me to rock. Y'all want some house music? Y'all want some country music? Some hip hop?
Ooh, Mr. Mel Star, aka the
Wrong button. So tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna drop, but I'm gonna have fun. And on that note, I'm out.
Ooh, Mr. Mel Star, aka the Most Dangerous. I'm in the building. I'm checking out my main man, the Everyday DJ Podcast, with your host, DJ J Rock.
You know how sometimes when you're watching the movies and the credits be coming on and you sit in the theater and you wait just to see if something extra gonna happen? Well, God dog it, this is one of those times. One lucky person right now is gonna win a gift card. Gonna win a gift card. All you have to do is put hashtag I love music. Hashtag I love music in the comments below, and you could win the gift card. Do it now. Do it now. I always wanted to do that. I'm not done yet. We still in the movies. We still watching the credits. Here's a second chance for you to win a gift card. Hashtag Everyday DJ. Hashtag Everyday DJ. I'm giving a gift card away. So hashtag Everyday DJ. See, sometimes it pays to stick around. And we look at them damn credits.
What?